Christian? Yes. Then why all this silence? I'm afraid I get the murdering of believers, the silence of the Jews to converts. My family would disown me. I guess I'm just a coward.
There's more, isn't there?
Yes.
Tell me.
Well, about 9 months ago, I was on my way to a meeting. We often held these secret meetings in this valley near the caves outside the city limits. Well, the word was out that some zealots had hired killers to kill the Christians. They were sweeping throughout the town, posing as brothers. I was thinking about them on my way to the meeting. I'd only been a Christian for about a year, and I was wondering if I'd made the right choice. Well, as I was nearing the entrance to the valley, I heard singing. Such beautiful music. Praise music. If I could ever hear angels sing, I know that's how they would have sounded. I thought to God and I said, I love you so much, God. I would even die for you. With that, I began to hurry along. And all of a sudden, I heard this scream. And more screams. Something terrible was happening. Something awful. I drew fearfully a bit closer. I was afraid to go any closer. So I climbed up a tree. I could just see through to the valley. It was a massacre. There was blood everywhere. Go, dear God, now! Someone yell! I just froze. I couldn't move. I could not believe my eyes. I stayed up there in that tree all night, frozen as if I were dead. I don't even believe I cried. I couldn't. I was numb all over. Well, that was about a year ago today. I never told anyone what I saw. I just knew that it wasn't for me. I was afraid to die. I didn't have what it takes. And now I stand here, waiting to be crucified because of some crazy woman who says I'm the man who murdered her son. Mistaken identity, huh? And here I stand with one of the greatest men who ever lived. A martyr to be, died a coward who's not worthy to die next to you.
My precious brother through the faith, God has not forsaken you. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. O mighty men of valor, you are an arrow in the Lord's bow. He will shoot you to the target. He never misses. Never.
I'm a coward. I'm failure.
You only fail when you give up. Trust in the power of God. You are not so different from me. One point in my life, I was so fearful of what men could do to me that I denied that I even knew him.
When?
was the evening after they took my Lord. Judas had betrayed Jesus into the hands of the chief priests. They were taking him to Pilate to be sentenced for false accusations, blasphemy, disorder. Well, I went to Pilate's hall. I crept along in the shadows. The small crowd had gathered. They were warming themselves near a small fire. I too was cold. Began to warm myself. Some woman looked at me and said, "Aren't you one of his disciples?" I looked at her, I said, "I'm sorry, you are mistaken." "Still another. Aren't you the man who was with Jesus?" "I think you have the wrong man." "Still another. But I am sure you're with Jesus. I know you're one of his disciples." And I looked him straight in the eye. I said, "Curse to you! I do not know this man. I know of him, but I do not know him." Suddenly, the cock crowed. It happened just as Jesus said it would. He said I would deny him 3 times before the cock crowed. When the cock crowed, I looked. There was Jesus, looking at me with those eyes. Those eyes. Those haunting eyes. And I thought, you should not be looking at me that way. Not that way. You should be angry, disgusted, ashamed. Yet his eyes, those eyes, they gleamed with compassion, love, pity. It was as if he were trying to tell me with his eyes, "Peter, it's all right. Everything is all right, Peter." But how could it be? How could everything be all right? I had followed this man for 3 years of my life. I gave up everything I had to follow him. This was the man whom I had seen raise the dead, heal the sick, open the eyes of the blind. The cripples could walk from one touch from him. This was the Christ, the Messiah whom the prophet spoke of. He stood there, telling me with his eyes that everything was all right. But how could it be? They were taking him away, and I had denied my Lord. I was so ashamed. I just ran away. I ran away.
Peter, come back here! Jesus is standing there in Pilate's hall, friendless, forsaken. He's been betrayed by all. Suddenly comes the fateful call. What will you do with Jesus? Now Jesus stands alone on trial, ready to face the crowd. question comes, what will you do with Jesus? What will you do with Jesus? Neutral you just can't be. Someday your heart will be empty. What will he do with me? What will you do with Jesus? Neutral you just can't be. Someday your heart will